No, oh,
No,
no, it's not
right now.
Saturday.
No, it's
It's
Monday. Wednesday day.
Are we on? Are we live? Okay. Our cameraman, who happens to be my husband, is doing a really good job, and I had to really tell him how to hold the camera, what to do, la la la.
Steady hand, Bruce.
So if all you guys out there, if you're watching this and you want to ask us questions, you know how to do it, and Bruce will let us know what you're asking. But in the meantime, I want to introduce you to Peter Freed,
Hi, Facebook.
who is our good friend, and he created this amazing book called The Prime Book. And this is actually how and why we met. So he photographed all these women, and he's going to tell us about it right now.
Well, the Prime Book, Labor of Love, is portraits of women from the age of 35 to 105 is the oldest one, shot in black and white, no makeup, which not all the women were all that happy about, but the end result worked. And included with the portraits is an essay written by the women. Each woman, oh, here's Cindy's. It just happened to open up to the Cindy page.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Wrote an essay about life, struggles, love.
May I say something about that?
You may.
Okay, so I've read all of them, and they're as different as night and day. They're as different as each woman is from each other. And I was so nervous about writing because I thought, I'm gonna expose myself too much. But everybody just let it flow, and Peter and his partner at the time encouraged me to write more and be more vulnerable. And, I thought I had to write a dissertation on the prime of life. And it ended up a very different thing. So it's an absolutely gorgeous book. And my girlfriends are in here. This is my good girlfriend, Susie Herring. And Etoile is right there. Love her. Dear, dear friend. And another dear friend, Mihei. And they all are unique and special women. This is another friend, Juliet. And you can see the pictures are gorgeous.
There's also some women that you may know. The foreword was written by Brene Brown, who many of you know.
From her TED Talk on vulnerability.
And Christy Turlington is in here, writing an essay and actually posing with no makeup.
So let's find out. Is anybody asking any questions? No questions?
Not yet.
Oh my God.
Everybody must be sleeping still.
Well, if any of you have seen my video on the prime of life, I don't believe in the prime of life other than right now is your prime. And when you were 5 in that moment, that was your prime. And if you're 85, in this moment is your prime. There's no such thing as some grand crescendo at age 25 or 35 and then life going downhill from there. Life goes uphill all the way. At least that's what I think.
Well, that's why you still look 20 when you're only 41.
Yeah, don't get too close. You can see everything.
So Prime, we have, it's been running in a second printing now, and it's a great holiday gift. You can order the book
Look, get close.
through theprimebook.org, and you can get it sent right to your house.
It's like a coffee table book, and it's a book of thought. It's a book you can just, read a different essay every night before you go to bed and kind of meditate on it. It's a lot of things. Check it out. You can go to primebook.com, right?
Primebook.org.
.org.
Theprimebook.org.
Yeah, it's pretty special, and I'm not big on promoting a lot of stuff because I don't want to get into that whole commercial craziness. Peter's got a wonderful career. He's an amazing photographer, and this was a labor of love. That's what it is. So check it out. So does anybody have any questions for Peter, for me, for anyone? For somebody that's not here? I could just make up whatever they would say.
Or Bruce, do you have any questions?
I was wondering what the book cost.
Oh, the book is $65.
You have to pay for it?
Yeah, of course. Printing costs, This is Italian imported silk paper.
Wow,
This
look at
is,
that. That's
special
gorgeous.
inks from Japan that allowed us to
Really?
render these photos in black and white the way they looked in the photograph itself. We could flip through some of the pages.
And Peter photographed Bill Clinton.
Bunch of presidents.
He's a humble guy.
Humble
He doesn't
guy.
brag. Not Bill, but Peter. So that's it. Thank you. We love you.
So one question,
We'll be
why
back.
did you shoot black and white
Oh.
and with no makeup?
Well, you know, I didn't want there to be any preconception. I wanted a level playing field, and I think beauty isn't often what you put on your face, but what you have inside. And that kind of shone through in the rawness of the photos. Black and white carries its own visual references that are starker and maybe more realistic. And I wanted the book to be real. I wanted it to be a celebration of age, not a cover-up of age. But thanks for your question.
That's why we love Peter.
And I did grow up with 2 older sisters, so I have some affinity. It's not that I know women. I wouldn't even profess to know women. I kind of know what not to say. You know, like, does this dress make me look... No, it doesn't. I know what to say.
Yeah, that's good.
But,
And he has 2 daughters, too.
And I raised 2 daughters, so
Yeah,
surrounded by women.
yeah.
Yep.
We
And
love Peter. Any other questions? That was fun. That was a good question. Why black and white? I love black and white photography. I think when you take away color, there is a rawness and it's like you're more in contact with the spirit because there's less between you and the person's soul.
That's true. And then the essays themselves seem to be a bit soul-searching. I mean, not everybody was a writer, so we left it in their own words. We did have it top-edited, spelling and grammar, but the...
Grandma.
My grandma. Actually, my sister's in there. But some of the essays were extremely powerful. There were one woman who was a powerful Wall Street executive who unfortunately got breast cancer and kind of changed her whole life and her career by creating a company that built prosthesis into bathing suits for women who had mastectomies, and there's the story of triumph and survival over insurmountable odds, and there's also just ruminations over life and love and what it means to be a woman in this society today.
Check it out. You can read some of the essays online at theprimebook.org.
That's it.
Thanks for stopping by, and remember, I'll be back.